the sight in the game, could see the boxing voice.
Denied or something?
No. They it was there available for us. But me and my wife, we just didn't put it up there. You know, it wasn't on the top priority at the time.
It's expensive too, right?
I mean, PBC handle all of that.
Oh, they
know?
handle.
Yeah. So, but we just didn't press the issue at the time. And then it hit me later in camp, and we're just like, well, we'll settle for the after and before and after tests, right now.
Why wouldn't that be some sort of precedent for you, being as though that Antonio Tarver already tested positive in the past? Doesn't that send a red flag to you that you should be watching him?
I mean, what sends the red flag that we should be watching him is that he got caught in the first place. But like our lives have been so crazy. You know what I mean? I mean, like we're in Pittsburgh. We had to get back to Philly. You know, set up camp. You know, train kids. You know, this and that. Cause my kids train. My son's box. My nephew boxes. I messed up a fight for my son because I forgot to register him again with USA Boxing Saturday. So it's just been, crazy back and forth thing, and little things slipped in mind. But like I said, I've fought guys on steroids before. Not that it's no biggie. It is a biggie, but it can be done. You can beat them.
In the heavyweight division, how big of a problem do you think that is right now, steroids?
Massive. Massive. Without snitching. That's as much snitching as I'm going to do. Without any evidence, without any proof, but it's massive, It's massive. From the stories out here.
Obviously. And lastly, you've probably done a lot of research on Tarver. You've seen whatever he's done recently. How much do you think he has left?
I mean, you can look at it, Bernard Hopkins, and see this dude performing good at 50, 51. Tarver's 46, I'm 39, so age really isn't a factor for a lot of guys. And then you have a guy like Tarver who's performed at the elite level of boxing for so long, as an amateur also. So I think he can do good, You're just not going to do good in August 14th.
What do you think about this fight, Tyson Fury versus Klitschko? Do you think Fury has a chance?
Every man has a chance, especially if you're 6'9".
Yeah.
He has a chance. He's hungry. He feels he should have been fought for the title. He's young. He's got a chance. But Vladimir is also a war-tested veteran. So I'll never call a fight like that. Say, oh, he's going to do this, he's going to do that. It's going to be a good fight, no doubt.
Did you talk to anyone about whether if you win this fight, how far you would be from a title shot?
Nah, I have. I mean, it's been thrown around. My concern is winning this fight, and like I said, looking at the performance, looking at how we performed, and then going from there.
You did pretty good against a big guy. You mentioned 6'9", Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
Do you think the physical? If you were to get a fight with Klitschko, do you think the physical size of Vladimir would give you problems, or do you think you would still be in a fight like that?
I mean, fighting a guy like Fury, you learn, and when you learn, you change some things. So, I mean, I would do some things different, if that fight happened. But I still would love to have that fight,
Thanks.
Hey Steve, when you were talking about the Adamek fight, you're not talking about the first one, you're talking about the second one.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, the first one, it was 3 knockdowns. You can't argue that. You can't. Even though I was going to before the decision, I'm like, oh Lord. And then they were like, he did his thing,
Well, for the first 5 rounds, you were awesome for the first 5 rounds.
Without the knockdowns, I spanked him. But that's why the second fight, I felt. I was like, I can beat this guy. I messed up. I gave into the hype. It was my first fight in America as a world champion on television. I'm like, they're going to see me. They saw me. Saw me getting up off the ground. But they also saw me,
Also the fight of the year.
Go at it.
The fight of the year.
It should have been. That's 2 fights I had that should have been fight of the year.
Was the first one?
No.
No?
That was a candidate. It was a candidate.
Yeah, candidate. But so I went into that second fight, and I'm like, I know I can beat him cleanly, and I did. I'm not gonna say I thought I did it. Them judges that was his cousin and his aunt judging. He had his cousin and his aunt judging that fight.
6,000 other Polish people.
Yeah. Oh man.